Good afternoon. It is Friday, January 27th,
Yes.
and we are here with Mr. William Kargbo, who is going to tell us about his life. Mr. Kargbo, tell us where you are from and why you happened to come here to this country.
Originally, I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa. And I happened to come here based on educational opportunity.
What opportunity was that?
Educational.
Yeah, but what happened?
Well, I'm still going to school. I'm still taking classes at George Mason.
Yeah, so you came here to go to school?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came in...
What year was that?
1987.
Oh, huh.
And during that course of that, I brought my fiancée with me, and the next following year, 1987, the end of 1987. So we used to live at Columbus Street and Columbia Pike. And my first job was I used to work at Goodwill on Columbia Pike. And I was there, I was making a minimum wage of $3.35 an hour at that time. But...
Do they still have that Goodwill there?
Yeah, Goodwill is still there.
On Columbia Pike?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And opposite there used to be Rogers. But no more Rogers. Rogers is gone.
Uh-huh.
And from there, I guess...
So you worked at Roy Rogers too?
No, I didn't work there.
Oh.
I didn't work there. It's just opposite, from Goodwill. So during that time, I applied for Heckingers. Then I started working at Heckingers.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I met Chris Zimmerman.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So he came into the store. He looking for a particular item that we don't have in the store. But that time I was supervising. I'm a department supervisor, hardware department, wherein he asked for this particular item we don't have, and that's how I would know which I came to know Chris Zimmerman. And I promised him, I said, I'm going to get this item for you the next day. I said, I'm going to order that item for you the next day. And without fail, I called him, I said, the item he was looking for, I have it. He came and purchased that. So that's how I know him, Chris Zimmerman.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, I've seen him sometimes. When I started working at the airport one day, he was traveling. Eventually he saw me again, we meet. So one day I was home, I was doing some assignments. Then I checked my emails, I checked the web. I saw Chris Zimmerman was contemplating for campaigning for re-election. And during that time, I said, this is my good friend. I'm going to help him. And I live in Arlington. So I get in there and I start go to the meetings that he have. I start go all meetings that he goes. I start make myself like I'm outsourcing to the people around me in Arlington.
Yeah.
So I start getting to know most of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know Tahida, I know...
Oh, huh?
Yeah, I start to know some of these...
You got to know everybody.
Yeah, I got to know everybody. So during that time, and I still work at Heckingers, and I work at Heckingers for a little while, and I start taking classes and going to Masons. First, I started at Nova. I graduated from Nova. I transferred to George Mason.
Yeah. What did you study at Nova?
I studied paralegal.
Oh, paralegal.
Yeah, paralegal. So from there, I transferred to George Mason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm George Mason. I'm doing international relations.
Oh, good for you. Yeah.
So that's how I love Arlington since I came. I never tried to move out of Arlington, at all. But there's one time I decided to go to Alexandra, but I took 1 year in Alexandra with his man Vernon. And I came back to Arlington, and I just love Arlington because Arlington is more diverse. And the diversity, the people are very close by. You can meet every person from every part of sector of the world. You see somebody here in Arlington. It's very, very much diverse.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why I love Arlington. And it's the going in and out in Arlington is not far. You can navigate Arlington around you, get whatever you're looking for. You don't need to go like Washington, D.C. or Maryland. It's everything is here.
Everything
is here.
Yeah.
You wanna buy anything, you can find it here in Arlington.
Yes.
And Arlington is a very good neighborhood. People around here, they are very nice. It's so diverse. The first thing I learned when I came in Arlington, where I used to live in Columbia Pike, I saw a historical boundary that this historical boundary laid by Thomas Jefferson.
The boundary stone.
Yes, it's dedicated. This stone was dedicated June 15, 1916.
Oh.
And it's rededicated again June 15, 1965. Yeah, that was the boundary. It's right on South Jefferson.
Oh, yes.
Yes, South Jefferson, just by Giants. Before you go up that Giant, you see
boundary stone.
The boundary stone. So that really give me an insight of where I come from, Sierra Leone, even though I'm now American. So to see things like that, it gives me a very broad spectrum of how Arlington it was at the beginning, till when it was separated from DC,
yes.
and First George, as well as Arlington.
Yes.
So the first time I saw that, when I went there, I look at the stone. Anytime I pass there, the first thing I'll go to that stone and look at it, read all what is in there. In fact, this is now the boundary between Arlington County and Fairfax County. The mile makers of the original boundary of the District of Columbia were put in place from 1791 to 1792 by Andrew Ellicott. The south corner stone was ceremoniously laid at Jones. That's the first thing I always go look at.
That's very good.
Yeah.
You know more about it than most Arlingtonians, I'll tell you.
That's correct. A lot of people don't know about it.
Yes, that's true.
They pass there every day. They go to Giants every day, but they never know that little fence.
They do not have your curiosity.
Yeah, they don't have the fence. I always, when I see something, I'm just curious of learning
what
things.
it is.
Yeah. So even the Giants that big giant is there now by that South Jefferson. It used to be a big field, and I pass there every day going to work at Heckinger's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same road. So I've been walking up and down there, so I look all the surrounding about that particular area. So I just love when I've been in Arlington because of it's very easy to outsource or even insource it.
Yeah.
It's very easy. And especially now, I'm a precinct 38 in Arlington. I'm a co-precinct 38, which is down going towards Columbia Pike on Queen Street, which is 10th Street. I live right on 10th Street.
So you're a precinct?
A precinct.
Precinct captain or something?
Precinct captain, co-captain. We are two.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So you're very involved in the politics.
Very, very involved. Very, very involved. I just love doing that because of it makes a difference when you involve with the people, because Arlington is really about family. Here is really everybody is really concerned about the family. Family oriented about Arlington. That's one thing I like about Arlington. That's why I stay here in Arlington.
That's why you stay here.
Yeah.
What do you do as a precinct captain? Do you help involve people, get them to vote, or?
Yeah, you can go do a voter's ID. You go to the headquarters, Democrat headquarters. You go in there. You're gonna make a caller's ID, call people. to vote. And you go knock at the doors to let people know what's going on in your surrounding, in Arlington, who are people that are ready to help, to vote for, put a person in your precincts that will help you make the Arlington develop to from where it used to be now change into a higher scale.
Yeah.
That's how, that's how Arlington Democrats working to help and develop the Arlington environment.
Yes.
And transportation in particular. People, it's very easy to move from one end to another because the roads are very clean and easy. Transportation is running from one end to another. They have what they call, I don't even know the bus, the clean bus. I never see that before, but it changes to that part of Arlington to help to bring Arlington to where everybody able to move from one end to another, which is better. And schools are better now. You're talking about schools in Arlington, they are one of the best in the country right now.
Do you have any children?
Yes, I do.
How old are they?
Both my children, they are in college. One in fact is in college with Chris' daughter. They are in the same college.
Where? At VCU?
VCU.
Oh.
My son is in ODU.
Oh, and what is he studying?
He's studying chemical engineering.
Good for him. And what about your other child?
My child is a pediatrician.
Pediatrician?
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Is that a girl or a boy?
A girl.
Where does she work?
None of them is still in campus.
They're still in college?
In college. They are in campus right now. My son is this is his last year. My daughter is going to the third year now. This year is his third year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they were born in this country?
Yes. Thomas was born 1988. My daughter was born 1990. So we're keeping them and they're working hard. Let them know what to, when he comes. Because the difference is, I always tell them, I said, charity begins at home. They say, whatever you have at home, you go out there, that's what you're going to use to progress yourself. So I always talk to them for them to understand how life is. When I came here, I know what I came for. I came for education, and I'm still working on it. I'm still working towards my education.
Yeah.
Because I want to succeed in life in the future. Because whatever it is, you have to upgrade yourself. When you come in a country, you live here. I'm an American now, so I'm upgrading myself to where I can fit in.
Right.
To the country that I'm here, that I'm in, as a citizen.
Sounds like you have realized your dream.
That's exactly right.
And we're very lucky to have you here.
Okay.
I'm sure that Heckingers was very happy to have you as an employee. Were you there until the company went down?
I closed their store in Billy Crossroads.
That is really
closed
sad.
in 1999.
That was a great store.
Yeah, a great store. Well, Heckinger is a family store.
It was a family store.
When you think of, I'm talking about family here in Arlington. That's how Heckinger is. When you walk there, you know that this is a family company.
It was a family company.
Yeah, everybody there care about one and each other.
Yeah.
Thinking about you. Make you feel like you are a place good to work. That's how Heckinger was. But unfortunately, nothing lasts forever.
So now you work at the airport?
Yeah, I work at US Airways.
US Airways.
Yes,
Oh.
I work there part-time.
Oh, good.
While I'm going to school.
Part-time going to school. That is great. So you and your children are all in school, huh?
That's right. We are all in school.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Okay, and thank you too for having me.
Thank you.